Hello, good day. Angus McMahon here with another story. It all started, as so many things did, with Shasta Cola and billiards. It was 1983. I was a freshman at Chaffey College, which was a mere mile from my house in Cucamonga. After having classes, it became a habit for my friends to congregate there to discuss the things we had just learned, drink Shasta Cola, 99 cents a six-pack, and play pool in the bonus room above the garage. This is what passed as studying for us. The topic of one evening's discussion, I think it came from a philosophy class, was whether perfection was possible. Lisa took the line that nothing could ever be perfect, and I, ever the optimist, was firmly in the camp that something could be perceived as perfect, even if just by the individual, even for just one moment. The sun had risen by the time we put that one to bed. When I awoke, I decided that I'd better get started on making something perfect. I looked about the big empty house, both of my parents had moved out by that time, and I eventually settled on the big box of Lego from my childhood. Grammar nerd note here, Lego is a self-contained plural. Technically an identical singular and plural noun. There are no Legos, just as there are no sheeps, spacecrafts, or zoos. I poured the Lego out onto the dining room table and got to work. Jump ahead several years. I quickly got rid of all the ancillary and specialty pieces. Perfection was going to be more abstract and done with just the basic tools of the plastic brick trade. 2x2s and 2x4s in Lego speak. Several more years elapse. Now my rules of perfection dictate that each sculpture must be filled completely, no empty spaces inside, and must be concentric, no walls or towers or overhangs. 2 decades into the work, I was decided that each work must use all of the pieces precisely. Because I guess perfection equals tidiness and efficiency in my mind. 3 decades into the work, it was noted by my girlfriend of the time that my Lego were completely filthy. So every decade, I fill my kitchen sink with soap suds, dump in all 5,000 pieces, and spend an hour scrubbing the bricks. I work with 2 base plates. The previous sculpture sitting on the one on the right, and the empty base plate on the left. I tear apart the piece on the right and build a new one on the left. You can guess that I am left-handed. The next night, I turn the board around and repeat the process, endlessly. It takes me about 90 minutes to complete a new work. Consider, though, that there are roughly slightly over 5,000 bricks in my collection. I work very fast, often with 10 bricks in my hands at any given time. This is all the more impressive because many of my bricks are 45 years old now and have completely lost their stickum. There is simply no adhesion left in their little lives. They stack perfectly well, but each sculpture is incredibly fragile as it is held together by nothing more than gravity. Back when I had housemates, one of my main activities was for everyone in the house to get catatonically stoned, except for me, and then just watch me build my nightly sculpture in Lego. Dude, whoa. I work with 2 basic principles, shape and color. The best works will have a dynamic tension between these 2. First, the shape. Sometimes I work, for weeks until I find a layout that I like, one that uses every single brick exactly. Then the game is to recreate that shape while layering the colors, always in the same order, always concentric, in such a way that pulls the eye in a different direction. Once a shape is achieved, weeks could be spent remaking it in different color schemes, always looking for that tension energy. In the current piece, which is in the photos below there, the big slash down the middle draws the eye, the energy, to the center where the decorative cutouts are. But the color scheme pulls the eye to the concentric edges, the outside, where the gray eyes begin the waves of concentric colors. I also like how the 2 pyramids in that one are slightly asymmetrical to accommodate the cutouts in the center, although they are perfect mirror images of each other. So I'm the Lego guy, right? Sure, whatever. I am tagged with this moniker, and so whenever anything Lego-related floats through the transom of my friends, they feel compelled to send it to me. Here's the thing, though. I don't really care. I use the bricks as my sculpture medium, but I'm not especially enamored of the Lego culture. I have no special desire to visit any of the Lego lands, and the gigantic models, 5 bazillion bricks, on display at the mall don't move me. Here's why. I don't make models. And this goes against everything Lego, from the kits to the movies to the video games to the cute chunky people. Lego is a way to build things. Things that look like real things. But my work doesn't look like anything. That's the whole idea. It's non-representational. And niche, apparently I have all to myself. So if you must send me a Harry Potter or a Star Wars kit for my birthday, know that I will simply grade it for the 2x2 and 2x4 bricks and chuck the rest into the bucket of sacrificial Lego that I bring out whenever young people come to visit. Now, 35 odd years after that night, can I say that I have achieved my aim? Have I indeed achieved perfection? No, not even close, but closer than when I started this experiment. And knowing how far I am away from perfection is itself a measure of progress. At this rate, and I work with my Lego almost every night, I figure it would take me several more lifetimes to achieve the results that I can tease ephemerally out of the energy of each finished piece. I'm fine with that. My life with Lego is a means without an end. But not all journeys require destinations. Plus, it gives me something to do while I watch baseball. If you liked what you just heard, please hit that thumbs up below. Don't forget to subscribe, and please click the bell icon so you'll know when I post the next story. If you'd like to support creative people like me for as little as $1 a month, I certainly wouldn't mind. Go to patreon.com and go exploring. A good first place to start is here. Until next time.